Hey, hey, hey. Hey, y'all, it's Cheryl. So, today we're getting into how to use social media to grow your email list. Good stuff. Always good stuff when we're talking about driving people to your email list. So, I was looking at a post today and it was saying how social media isn't going anywhere anytime soon and we need to be using it effectively if we want results. And I couldn't agree more. We really have to be intentional, and that's really the first thing I want to talk about is being intentional about your time. Your posting, your DM conversations, with your whether you're in groups, looking at comments or commenting or posting or talking to people. How are you spending your time on social media? So, of course, posting. We really need to understand that when we're creating content, yes, it's about your messaging, but it's also about your offer. Okay. And if you want to be intentional about the content that you're posting and how much time you're putting into it, you want to create content that's conducive to your offer. Okay. Because it's really about, all right, having a call to action. Yes, but driving people somewhere where they can actually be a lead, but also convert into a paying client or customer. So really understanding, how we're spending our time posting, doing lives, doing videos, whatever we're doing on social media, talking to people, commenting, liking, engaging, I should say, all those different things. How are we spending our time there? And is it effective? Is it benefiting us in the long run? So those are some of the things you need to really kind of focus on and really see if it makes most sense for your time, because you don't really want to be wasting time. Like nobody has time to be wasting in these internet streets. Okay. So yeah. So also thinking about, your content, like if you're batching content. I don't particularly batch content, because you can batch it for the week, you can batch it for the month, depending on what you're promoting, depending on whatever it is that you're talking about, your messages or whatever. But understand like how you're doing that. If you're creating it daily, if you're creating it weekly, like how is it working for you? All right. And to kind of like really do an evaluation, do an evaluation of how you spent your time and if it was effective, like if it was benefiting you in a good way, right? Or were you wasting time, right? Because you can get into the mode of actually wasting time being on social media all day, every day. I know I used to say, like, I don't know how people are on social media all the time, commenting and, just doing all these different things. Like, how are you, showing up in other areas of your business if you're always on social media? So, yeah, really just being intentional about how you're spending your time. DM conversations, a lot of that is happening in a good way and in a not so good way, Um, for me, I'm always getting a drop in a DM like every single day. And sometimes it's a good conversation to have, but sometimes it's not worth having. So what are you giving your time to? What are you really, if somebody's dropping a message in your inbox and you're responding, is that really benefiting you? Like, is it going to go somewhere, or do you really not want to be bothered with it because of what they're saying? Like, you just know it's not going to go anywhere. So just be intentional about those things, don't feel bad about it. I know I don't feel bad about it, but it's like, if it's not going to benefit either one of you, and you don't need it, if it's a conversation that you really don't need to have, don't have it. You know what I'm saying? So turning off the noise a little bit really makes a lot of sense when it comes to, your time on social media. Okay, so the second thing is having a landing page, right? So when you are posting and when you are posting and you're really putting your message out there, you're really just putting your content out there, where are you driving people? And I'm not saying this for every piece of content you put out there, but we know that motivation and inspiration doesn't get you clients. So when you are posting and you are putting out content, where are you driving them? You need to have a landing page. You need to have somewhere to take them so that they can give you their name and email address and get onto your list. Okay, that's going to make the most sense. So once again, I spoke about the call to action. You want to have that call to action to drive people, but you have to drive them to a landing page. Okay. And a landing page is really something simple for you to set up. It's you can do it on your website. You can use lead pages, you can use ClickFunnels, you can use all these different resources that you can choose from to use a landing page to get people in. Okay, we're trying to get them into our world, off a social media platform and into our world. We don't want to keep them on social media because we all know that social media can be hit or miss. Some people will see your stuff, some people won't. But if we can drive people to our email list, then that's more of a chance for them to see our stuff, our offers, our content, all the things we have in store for them. Okay, so having a landing page is very necessary, very important. All right. And the next thing is really like doing live streams and reels for visibility, plus having a call to action, even on your live. So even when you're doing live streams and reels, videos, right? It's content, just like posting regular text content. Live streams and reels are content as well. And it's really the best content, okay? Especially if you're on your business page and you feel like your business page isn't really getting a lot of love. You want to show up with live streams and reels and videos because, the algorithm loves that. The platform loves it. Whether you're on Facebook, Instagram, what else is there? LinkedIn. I mean, all these different platforms, even Pinterest. I just learned a couple weeks ago that Pinterest has a way to go live now, and of course, TikTok. TikTok, you need 1,000 people following you in order for you to go live, but all these different platforms are really favoring live streams. So really get into it if you haven't gotten into it yet. And you can repurpose, you can take clips from your live streams and set them up as reels. You could do all different kinds of things. But I want to emphasize that too, because when you are creating content, think about how you can repurpose that content. I'm always talking about not spreading yourself too thin, pick a couple platforms and post there. But if you really want to, put your content in different places, like multiple platforms, think about how you can repurpose content. Okay. Think about that, because that way you're not really spreading yourself out too thin. It's just a matter of formatting the content a little bit differently and, just posting in different places. Okay. And there's tools for you to do that, on automation, or if you want to hire a VA or somebody to do it for you, that's totally doable. But you really want to see how you can repurpose to make the most of your content. Okay. But always, 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 with the content that you're putting out there that's intentional for your offer, for whatever you're promoting, have that call to action, because people are not going to know what to do unless you tell them what to do. So, so make sure you're just incorporating these things and really thinking about how you're spending your time on social media, and focus, please focus on being intentional about the content that you are putting out there. Okay. And how you are getting people to your email list with that content. Okay. So if you have any questions about anything in regards to social media content, how to get people to your email list, because like I said, we always want to get people into our world. We all know social media is nosy, and the internet is noisy. Nosy. I was gonna say nosy. The internet is noisy. So we really have to get people to focus on us, right? Because we don't want to be overlooked. We want to be booked. You know what I'm saying? We want to be booked. So really just, kind of think about that. Kind of think about how you want to structure your content to work for you. All right. So that you're not wasting your time. Because like I said in the beginning, nobody has time to be wasting. So, but I wouldn't spend a whole lot of time worrying about social media content, worrying about what am I going to post on social media? Yeah. If you have an offer, by all means, put some thought into what you want to post. If you have a visibility plan, stick to the visibility plan. But if you don't have one, you need to get one, because you do need to stay visible. All right. We have to be visible in order to get paid. So you do want to stay visible. All right. But don't stress over creating content. I know a lot of people have come to me, and I've just spoken to a lot of people who just always, I don't know what to create. I don't know what to write. I don't know, how to write it, this and that. They can't get out of their head when it comes to creating content. But, what I'm saying is don't stress yourself out about creating content. Most of the time, you really do know what to create. You just don't have the confidence to do it, or, you're just not really stepping into your power like you should be in order to actually put it out there and really amplify your voice. All right. So that's why with my clients, we always start with our brand foundation, because once you have the brand foundation set, you'll know what to post. You'll know how to amplify your voice. You'll know how to put your message out there because you have a foundation. You cannot build a house without a foundation, right? So if you know what your brand's purpose is, you know what your brand's mission is, then you figure out your brand story and what that looks like. Right? Then you have brand clarity. You move through all these different phases pretty quickly, and then you won't have a problem understanding what content should I create today. You know what I'm saying? You'll have a plan. Okay. You'll have a plan, and all you need to do is really execute the plan. Okay. So, like I said, if you have any questions about getting clarity on content on social media, how to use the social media as a tool to grow your email list and get people there so that you can nurture those relationships and build over there and really convert leads into clients, then by all means, send me a DM, send me a message, and and we'll have a chat and see what we can do for you to get a breakthrough in what you're doing. All right, so that's all for today, guys, and I will see y'all next time. Take care.